man, Big Lou Barbecue, and other things I want to do. And look, I got some shades because it's bright out here. I got brand new eyes. I had some cataracts. I had cataract surgery 2 weeks ago, and I don't have to wear prescription glasses anymore, but I got these cool shades on, you know. And the doctor told me I couldn't mow the yard for 2 weeks, so it looks like a dang hayfield back there. Oh, today's the day I've been released to do normal things like barbecue again and mow the yard, but it stormed this morning, and I can't mow till it dries out. So please excuse the yard. Look, I got one of these barrel house cookers. Sorry, my hand's in the way right there, but I'm not using a tripod. Got one of these barrel house cooker things, all right? They sent it to me in February, so it's been about 6 months, almost 6 months. Next week or so will be 6 months. And I've used it at a minimum of 3 times a month, usually every week at least once, sometimes twice a week. I really enjoy using the cooker. So I've used it quite a bit. A lot of people are just gonna use it maybe once a month or a few times a year, but I've really put it through the ringer. I use it a lot, all right? I really like it. So I've got some accessories arriving today. And before I show you what those accessories are, I want to look at the smoker and I'll show you what's happened over the last 6 months, all right? Barrel house smoker, let's take a look at it. All right, the handles got loose on me and it started chipping the porcelain. So I contacted the folks at Barrel House, Jeremy and Andrew, and told them that the handles were loose and it was chipping porcelain. There's some porcelain that's chipped right there and some right here. Now I let it get kind of bad because I didn't have good eyes. Now that I got good eyes, I can really see how bad it was. But I contacted them and they sent me some flat washers, all right? The flat washers are on the inside too. All right, and if you've got an older one, then you need to go get you some flat washers. And what I mean by older, you bought it maybe in February or March. They told me that all the new ones are being shipped with the flat washers, but if you got one that didn't have the flat washers for the handles, contact Barrel House. They'll send you some new ones, or you can go to the hardware store and get some if you don't want to bother with shipping and waiting and all that stuff. All right, right down here. You see all that gunk and goo right there? That's because that creosote will build up on the top. And of course I wash it off. And then when you hang it on the cleat, like I almost missed that, you see it gathers right there, okay? But that's just from use. It's wear and tear. It's just part of the thing. But I usually just spray it down with some simple green and let it soak in a minute and then hose it off. If it doesn't hose off right away, I will get a nylon brush after it. It also, if it's really stubborn, I would suppose just heating it up and then maybe it'd come off, but I've never had to do that. I've just used simple green and stuff, but the grease and stuff will collect right there, okay? You see what I'm talking about right here? But I left it like that. I could have cleaned it before this review, but I wanted to show you, you know, how it does when storing it and all that stuff. Now, I don't really think that gunk builds up during a cook. It builds up after a cook, because what I do is I leave the lid open like that so that the remaining coals will burn out, and then that's when I think all that grease buildup happens, because during the cook the lid's on it for the most part, unless I'm basting ribs or something like that.
Well, I suppose I could leave the lid on a table or something during the burn off, but I'd probably lose it.
All right, let's take a look at the inside. Actually, no, you know what, I got something else to show you. You see this right here? All that porcelain chipping off? That's not Barrel House's fault. That's my fault. You saw a minute ago where I almost missed the hook. I did that once and I dropped it and it dented. And you can see the porcelain's going there, and I had to take a screwdriver and pry that part out right there, okay? All right, now let's take a look at the inside. That's what it looks like on the inside. And when this gets real kind of cruddy, I spray it out with a simple green. And you know, I just take it off, take the grill grates out. Let me see if I can pick this off the barrel with one hand and see how we do it. Just like that. So you can see the concrete on the bottom. So I take out the grill grates and the H-frame and I hose it out. I might put some simple green in there, and I don't have to do that often, maybe every couple months or so, depending on how often you use it. I'd say maybe every 5 or 6 times, half a dozen times you use it. I just hose the inside of it out. All right, now there's the base. And I tell you what, we're gonna go over to my truck and I'll put it on the tailgate of my truck. We'll talk more about the base. All right, yeah, my truck's old. Okay, it rust. I live in Louisiana. It's a humid climate. We're dealing, this time of year, we're dealing with 90% humidity. All right, we'll get temperatures in the 90s, and we'll get humidity in 86, 87%. All right, so things rust. Ash causes rust. If around here, if you leave ash in your grills, it's going to rust. I look at a lot of other grills at places and stuff, and you open it up and it's all rusted. It's because somebody left the coals and ashes in there. Maybe you can get by with that in other climates, but you can't get by with it here. I have never left ashes in this barrel house more than a week, and I only did it 1 week one time. I just didn't have time to get to it. I was real busy. But usually the next day or the day after, I go and get the ashes out. You just lift up the thing, shake the ashes out, dump that. That's and get the ashes out. Now, if you saw my first initial follow-up review after one cook, there was a little area right here that was beginning to rust. Since then, a lot of it has rusted. I contacted Jeremy and Andrew back last spring when I was planning a brisket cook, and told them that this thing was rusting and that it would be a bit of confidence if I knew I could replace it online. And they said they were working on something like that. So we're going to see what's in the accessory box here in a little bit, all right? But if you don't live in a humid climate like I am, you probably don't have to worry about this. I've used this a lot. There's a stupid spider growing on it. Like I said, it's July and August. It's spider season around here. And I haven't used this in 2 weeks. And you can see spiders have already gotten on it sitting under my patio. Excuse me. But that's still solid. I think this would last a couple years. Will it last 5 or 6? Probably not. The weakest part would probably be that would probably rust off, but it hasn't yet because I do not keep ashes in it. All right, so it's still solid, but it's got some rust, but I expect it to last a few years anyway. All right, so other than that, guys, it's been a really durable unit. I don't treat it gently. One other thing I need to show you. Okay, in that last segment, I mentioned I hadn't used this in 2 weeks, but in the first segment, I mentioned I use it every week. The only reason I haven't used this in 2 weeks is simply because doctors said no, not till both of my eyes had healed up. I had one surgery 1 week and the other the next week, and got to stay away from smoking stuff for a week. So today's the day I get to cook something, but I don't have time. I got to go to work tonight, so anyway, that's what it looks like down inside there. Okay, you can see the concrete on the bottom, and I hose that out. You can see that that's kind of rusting around, or porcelain's coming off around there, but I don't think it's rusting. That ring still looks like it's in good shape. It's just that the coating might be peeling off. Let's take a closer look at it. Also, you may remember, if you saw my initial review when it was brand new, I was worried about setting the porcelain down on concrete, and I put it down on a piece of cardboard. Well, that lasted maybe a couple of 3 times on the first few cooks, and then I just set this barrel down on concrete anyway. So let's see how bad it's porcelain's chipped on the bottom. Okay, turn it over here. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. That ain't bad at all. That did a whole lot better than I expected. I thought that porcelain would chip, but it hasn't. It doesn't have any real porcelain chips at all, and I always set it down on concrete now. That's held up real well, and this is held up real well right here, okay? And that on the inside is probably just grease and soot buildup and stuff like that. I need to hose it out again, but that is solid. It ain't bending anywhere. You can see my hands are getting greasy from it. I do need to clean it, but I wanted to show you just in the natural state of how I usually store it, how it's holding up. I do not store it with ashes, but I may store it with a coat of grease on it, you know. But like I said, just spray it down with Simple Green, hose it off, cleans up real nice. So anyway, that's my 6-month review. Okay, look, Barrel House was kind enough to send me some accessories and, to demonstrate here on YouTube, and I'm kind of excited about it. They came in, they're supposed to come in the day before I had to go to an evening meeting, and I had to go to a meeting, and they came in while I was at the meeting. So hopefully it was only 2 boxes, because maybe somebody took one off my porch if it wasn't. All right, Case Trapper is the box opener of choice. Hope I'm not cutting something that I'm not supposed to. All right, get in there, cut that. See what we have here. stainless extension ring. Guys, go off this here and just kick the dough. Look, you put this on the base and it raises the barrel height up 5 inches, okay? Right now the barrel is set at 22 inches, but if you're hanging a brisket or something like that, it's real long, it might burn at the bottom. This will raise it up 5 inches. You use both these parts together and the barrel raises up 5 inches, making it a 27-inch hang height, okay? That's 6 inches above the competition according to the Barrel House website, and 3 inches above the 14D model. So this is really gonna help the 18D model come out. I cannot be more pleased. All right, something else in here. Instructions, of course. Charcoal chimney starter. Ooh, a Barrel House sticker, all right. That is cool. Put that on something. All right, let's see what's in this box. Got the extension ring. And these items are available on the Barrel House website. Oh, there's all kind of goodies in here. Ooh, the O-ring. What this does, or not the O-ring, the O-grate, excuse me, the O-grate. It's kind of habit saying O. You put this in where the regular grate goes. And then you can put corn, potatoes, all sorts of things around the outside and grill those. Okay, you can use the half grates that are available for the 14D, and you can still like hang ribs or pork loin or whatever you're hanging down through here and cook something over here. So that is going to be a very important accessory, the O-grate. Y'all saw how dusty my Barrel House was a few minutes ago? Look at that, y'all. Even though it's stored under the patio, it's like a kid at Christmas. I cannot thank Barrel House enough. And y'all, that's the best grill cover I got. That's pretty thick. That's pretty thick stuff. Pretty thick stuff. Oh, and it's got a handle on it and everything. So, got a grill cover. All right. Also available on the Barrel House website. Now look, this Barrel House 18's only been around for a few months now, and all the accessories have not been available on the website, but they are now. This is gonna be so cool. Get rid of that. Chicken leg hanger. Watch, let's see how this contraption fits in here. Fits in here something like this. All right, or like that. Yeah, it fits in like that. All right, on the O-grate. And what you do is you put that in and you hang chicken legs in here, all right? And you can cook chicken legs and you hang your ribs down through there. So that's pretty sweet. I think I'll really enjoy that. Now, you saw the rusted base. The base is still in good shape. It really is in good shape, but it may not stay in good shape because it does rust, especially in our humid climate. Stainless steel. It won't rust, it won't go away. Hold it by that part right there. Stainless steel base for the Barrel House. Stainless steel fire ring. This accessory is also available on their website. All right. And another Barrel House sticker. Woo! That's pretty cool. Thank you very much, Barrel House. I'll get this on there and you'll see me cooking with this weekend. Big Lou bucket.